sir.
Cole was good, man.
We back in the building.
Back in the building. I ain't see my nigga D. Cole in a minute, but it's good to see my nigga. What's the problem? What's the word?
What's the word? What's going on, man? What's the temperature like? I don't know how you want to start it off. We could go from then to now, or from then to then. But like, how you want to do it?
We could just vibe out, man. However you want to do it.
Mr. Brooklyn himself.
Brooklyn, BK Cashmere. We out here in the BX Yankee Stadium right here. In the X right now. I'm in X. I'm in D. Cole hometown. Not in BK right now, but we here chilling. We gonna give y'all this live and direct interview vlog. We just chilling, getting it in, man. It's good.
We're gonna take it back then. 07, 08.
Yeah, about that. Before 07, 08, but 07, 08 is when I we was off.
Like that
magazine, High 97. We was running the city, man.
Like everybody want to know, like, your name was it. It's like you couldn't go nowhere in Brooklyn or New York 07, 08 without hearing Cashmere BK. Like,
man, it was a real thing. It was a real thing, man. Like, you know, who was it? Me, back in the day and all of that. It was real, man. I mean, I drifted off and did my own thing, but yeah, definitely BK Cashmere. It wasn't BK Cashmere, and it was Cashmere then, so y'all know what it is.
It was always BK Cashmere, like,
It really was, but
so you always had to separate it. Like I was saying, you was on the K-Slate, Hot 97 and all that.
Yeah, man, I done made my rounds in this hip-hop thing. Like, shout out to, rest in peace to K-Slate first and foremost.
Definitely.
Hip-hop legend. But yeah, been on tons of K-Slate mixtapes, Hot 97 as far as DJs playing me. Greenland, Clue, can't forget Slade Never, Absolute, Mellow.
Every DJ in New York, basically. Everybody had a freestyle.
They either had a freestyle or they was bumping my new record on the radio and all of that. So you know, but right now I'm doing my own thing and getting things going, man. Y'all can check out my latest album that's out, Resilience. It was great. Getting much love all over the internet. Shout out to everybody supporting it. And I'm about to drop my new album, The Masterpiece of Taiwan. Taiwan is my real name, so y'all about to get like the authentic me before I go into this other phase of my career and stuff like that.
And before we tap into that, like, we want to know, like, what was the transition from the 08, 07 into like 09 and 10 when it got kind of quiet, and it was like a lot of label talk, a lot of like bad news. It wasn't the same motivation, and then that, like, I would say 2011, you kind of like just went shadowish a little bit.
Yeah, basically, it was a lot towards that. Like, basically, I was dealing with a lot with my production company, Manhood, and you know what they was doing. As you can see, like, shit disappeared. Once I left, things kind of like fizzled out. You know, they had dealt with other artists, but it kind of like fizzled out once I left because they didn't have like a flagship artist to do what they do. But other than that, like, I just had to like make a transition. I started my own company, the Cash Administration. I actually moved to DC, and then I had got pinched. I got locked up. A lot of people probably don't know that. I was facing 10 years in jail, but I only did like a year and stuff like that due to a good lawyer. And then when I came home, I dropped This Time for the Money. Shout out to DJ E-Night, Harlem in the building and all of that. And it was kind of hard. A lot of politics in the game, a lot of fuck nigga shit going on. Just keeping it one million.
Regular shit.
Regular shit.
That's the regular shit these days.
A lot of fuck shit going on. A lot of street shit. A lot of shit got in it, but I just chose to go independent and do my own thing because I seen like the industry is like, you know, it's politics as usual, and you gotta politic, but I politic my way in another way, then started traveling across the world, been to Africa, Japan, Singapore, Indonesia. Like, I did a 7-day tour in Japan, and Asia rather, and then I went to Africa in 2013 and all of that. We did 3 shows there. Shout out to my brother Rama, my boy AB. Shout out to my boy Bean. Like, we did a lot, man. Like, I got no regrets. One regret where you got regrets, but you got to learn to live with them regrets.
We want to touch down. Want to touch down when you kind of like went hiatus for a minute, and that when you was facing the time. I thought, and a couple of people thought it was like 20 years they were saying to us.
Yeah, oh.
Yeah, they told that my man doing 20 years. I damn near cried.
I ain't gonna front. Like when I got pinched, like even everybody in my hood was like, he finished. Cause I was,
yeah.
When I left manhood, I was deep in the streets. Like I just was like, forget all of that, and I had to fund my own shit. So I was deep in the streets, and I was getting a lot of money and doing my thing. OT, I can talk about it now. The thing is going, but doing my thing, OT, and everybody, you right. That's crazy. You know this.
Yeah, I know.
You and solo.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You telling me this. Yeah. This is crazy shit, but like, people thought.
We thought it was over. I don't hold you up.
The way I was doing it, people thought like, oh, he finished. We know what he was doing. They caught him with it all. Even I thought I was finished. I was telling my lawyer, man, if you can get me 5 years, I'll take it. You know what I mean? Like, I take it, but they found the motion to discovery ain't have what he did, and all I did was a year. God was good. I prayed like every day I was in there. And they let me go out of there, so but definitely in the hood and everybody, niggas thought I was gonna get like 20.
And then my question is, when you went inside, did they know who you was? Like,
oh, people knew who I was. Shout out to my boy B, like, and there was some other dudes from New York. My boy Dunk, you know what I mean? Like, my boy Bean was from South Carolina. Next day, I waited probably like a week to tell him. And I was like, yeah, I'm Cashmere. He was like, get the fuck out of here. I knew he was. So like, yeah, man. I got.
So for people
in my work, man.
So like, people talk about jail and all that. You did your time in there. What was your experience? Would you tell somebody like, was it a light walk? Was it a cake walk? Like, what's the vibe in there for the not knowing people?
Stay out of there. Stay the fuck out of there. Like, stay out of jail, man. Like, I can't give you no advice. Like me, I'm from the streets. I use my mind though first before I use all of that other shit. You know what I mean? I know how to mind fucking or whatever.
And then, what was it hard? Was it hard to transition once you got out? Did you feel different? Was the people different? Was your friends different? Was the vibe different? Was the music, the industry? Like, what was the vibe on the first day back out?
Love. The vibe was love. And then you get out because, like you said, like, dudes thought I was finished. So when they see me get out, white Averex leather, new Q45 truck, you know what I mean, with my niggas and pulling up in the hood and doing DVDs like I'm back and all of that, like you get the hate too. But I came home to a lot of love. Shout out to DJ P Cutter. You know what I mean? Shout out to my DC. DC always showed me a lot of love. New York always showed me a lot of love.
Cause I saw to come home and like you never left and shit. You was pulling up in cars and all types of shit. Like I was confused too. I like my man was like, what's going on?
Like a lot of people get because I was well grown. Like I had grandparents in my crib. I had, my mom.
One thing I know, you know how to save, because you had your lawyers, you had everything on deck.
Nah, everything was good. Shout out to my girl at the time. I never did my shout out at the time, and I kind of, Jamila, you know what I mean? She held me down. My mother held me down, but they see I'm cool, smooth. I come from a lineage, you know what I mean, that was raised right, that was taught how to speak right and do right. Like, people look at me and be like, yo, was he really in the streets yet? Listen, man, I come from a cloth, we can walk and talk. I come up from a cloth where you don't do a lot of this, you don't do a lot of that, and you don't do a lot of yelling and all of that, man. I was cut from a cloth where growing up with OG dudes that you keep your business low key and do what you gotta do. A lot of people be like, cash this, cash that. Is he really this? Is he really that? Listen, I'm realer than.
But one thing I do like about Cash, on my introduction to Cash, very humble, very inviting, but you understood what was going on.
Exact. Thank you, bro.
I always knew, like, it could go down.
Yeah, it's not,
Because we was in the dangerous spots.
But I'm not on it like that. I keep a smile, I keep it cool. But we could do whatever you want to do. It's not.
Nah, I've been around the hood with you. We walked around. We was outside.
It ain't. Oh, we was outside.
We was outside.
We was outside. But I kind of moved myself away from all that nonsense, all that BS, you know what I mean? Because you see it, we see it and live it every day. I've been shot at, I did some things, tons of things like that I ain't even gonna really get into.
Nah, I never have to.
Really gotta get into with all of that. But you know, when you see me, I'm inviting, this is me all day. I'm not trying to be nobody that I'm not.
And that's what we loved about you. You never put that persona on to be nothing else than you was.
We don't do that. We're not even trying to do that, man.
You was 100 before 100 became his thing. Like,
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas don't understand that. And young minded at that. You was young. You was young.
Yeah, and I was
you was young.
And when I could have been, bro, listen, man, I could have been sicking niggas on niggas. I could have been acting a fool in the city, but I wasn't. That ain't me. If it ain't what it is, it ain't what it is. A lot of you rappers be fronting me. There's a whole bunch of fugaziness going on out there. You know what I mean? And it is what it is. I'm not knocking nobody. If that's who you want to be, that's who you want to be.
You know, the times have changed now. You got to put an aura on now. It's a time to change.
Yeah. You got to do that, but you know what I mean? I'd rather tell people, be themselves. Be themselves, do what they do. Like, me, coming up in this game, coming up in life, period. Like, you know, I'm fortunate and thankful for where I'm at and where I've been and where I'm going. So
that's right, I like that.
I ain't really tripping. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we good over here. We Gucci.
So on the first come out, what was the first project you had dropped?
The first project I got was The Proposal, hosted by DJ K Slay.
Oh man, legendary.
That kind of like took me off, you know what I mean? You Owe It To Me single on it, the Spit It Out single, the They Ain't Ready joint. Like all of them joints was on Bring It Off on the radio, crazy. So it was crazy. Like that was the first joint. Then the second mixtape, what I did, the second mixtape was Me and My Music, hosted by Mr. C.
When you came back and all that, you know, everything a little bit changed. The streaming changed, the sales, the way they distribute music, the videos. It's like everything is everything is a visual now. Like, how you feel about the game has changed? Like
that's crazy. I mean, everything is technology. Everything is digital. So,
and how did you adjust from then to now?
It took a while to adjust. I ain't gonna hold you, but now I'm like tapped in. Like I'm actually building I'm actually living off this. Like it's a gift because you know they're giving you a penny off a stream, so you got to get your business straight with the publishing and royalties and really get your shit together. So like you got to really get your business intact. So I think it's a gift and a curse. Like because they not thinking back. If you would have thought the game was gonna be like how it is today, you would have sold tons of CDs. You would have took advantage of that like crazy. That's
facts.
The golden era. You would have been like, oh my God, let me take advantage of that.
And I did.
And because it was crazy, I remember Joel Ortiz put me on in that hiphopgame.com. He the one who first put me on to that. Shout out to 730. And I was like, the internet, he was like, man, I got thousands of people all over the world listening to my shit, not just New York, man. And I was like, wait a second. That's when I dashed the Hood and told them, and Hood didn't get the aspect, because I was like, yo, everything is finna go independent. I was telling these niggas this in 2007, 2008, you know what I mean? And Hood never really got it. He never really got it. You know, Hood always just wanted to check and shit like that. You know? But which is cool, but it ain't cool in the long run. So, when you think of it, you know what I mean, it's a gift and a curse. Like you really gotta put a brand out there right now for you to really eat. You gotta eat off of music is like the foundation, and it gotta sprout out. It gotta sprout out like an octopus, arms, head, and you doing this, clothing line, this, that, and the third. So that's what I take out of the game from then and now. But then it was way more lucrative. And don't get me wrong, now it could be real lucrative. Content is huge right now. You know what I mean? What we doing right now, people are making millions of dollars off of me just talking and giving y'all this game. So You know, it's a gift and a curse. You just gotta adjust and roll with it and find the ins and outs of it all.
And another thing we want to know is the fans, because I'm a fan first when it comes to Cashmere. I tell people I'm a fan. I hunted him down.
Yeah, heard a freestyle.
And I said, I gotta find him.
And he hit me, and I said, yo, come through. I didn't even know him from nothing, but that's one thing with me, man. Like, I'm hands-on with my fans to this day. Shout out to all my fans. Y'all know all my Instagram followers, Twitter followers, Facebook followers. Y'all know, like, if y'all hit me up, you know, I might not hit y'all on time, but I'm gonna get back. Thank you. Say thank you for the kind words y'all doing, all the support y'all doing.
And then my question was, like,
I'm with it.
As the fans, we wanted to know, like, when you came back out, was it the same to collaborate with the people? When you was on fire, they was on you. Every time I turn around, somebody wanted a record with you and everything like that. But now, the transition now, is that vibe still the same, or you got to hunt a nigga down for a feature?
You got it. I mean, it's been years. It's different, but yeah, you're gonna have to. It's different when you hot. The game is this game is a D-Rider game. Like, you know what I mean? And I'm gonna keep it real. Like, you know, that's what I hate about the game, because it's like everybody kind of D-Ride on the hottest dude. You know what I mean? Not just the fans. I don't mind the fans D-Riding on what's hot, because that's what they supposed to do. They supposed to know what's up. But when the artists and the industry and these dudes D-Ride off what's hot, but then when the dude kind of fall off, they look at the dude and they
that's yours,
You know what I mean? So I kind of like, did I experience that? I don't think I like experienced that, because I wasn't me being on the level I wasn't really looking for features from dudes anyway, because all of the guys that was somebody, from the Papooses to the Manos to the Stack Bundles to all of them, I done did records with all of them.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? Everybody, like,
and you bodied every record.
We could go on and on.
I know the catalog. We could go on.
Like, we could go long. Low Boosie.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah. Big names. You got big names.
Yeah, like we could go on and on. So I was never really starstruck or really wanted to get this up or wanted to do a song with, you know, probably like a Nas, like people that I really looked up to, but I wasn't really starstruck on like trying to piggyback off of nobody or do none of that. Like I always wanted to stay in my own lane, so I never really had.
And now that when 2020 hit, you know, we had the female wave hit hard until now. Like, how you feel about that transition from, like, it was male dominated at one time and now it's like, you know?
I just feel, shout out to all the females out there. I just feel like, you know, we could get some better content. Shout out to Rhapsody, but I don't knock what the females is doing. I mean, a lot of them, they say they're showing their body or they being sexualized or whatever, but it is what it is. That's what females are to the extent. I just wish we could get some better uplifting music, something that really counts, something with some substance to balance out what's going on now. You know what I mean? Them shaking their ass and doing this and doing that. So, but shout out to all the females out there doing their thing, man. Shout out to all of them.
And now that you back in this full throttle, like who you know, do you want to work with people, or you still like, you know? Because one thing about you like I just do it myself. I just do it myself. Like, no matter what it is, you be like, I just do it myself. Yeah. You'll brush it off.
Like, look at me, like I know my appeal, I know what I do, I know who like me, who want me, I know how to put out music, so I like doing it myself, but I definitely would like to get up with somebody that could get things on a broader level, you know what I mean, and really, you know, like I don't really need a check. I'd rather take something that's co-signing, like a co-sign or something to get things broader. But where I'm at right now and where I see myself going, you know, not just with music, but with being an influencer and a public figure, period. Like, I just see myself going in so many ways that's gonna motivate people and uplift the culture in a crazy way. So, I see artists out there that I would love to work with. J. Cole, Benny the Butcher.
Yeah, I would love to see you in Butcher. That would be nice.
I fucks with Benny the Butcher. Who else I would love to work with? I got this song I want C Billy on. I don't know. She can listen. She East New York. Shout out to C Billy. You know what I mean? I know You know,
she got bars.
Yeah, she got.
She
bars.
definitely got bars.
Yeah, she got bars. Shout out, I like Lola Brooks. Shout out to Lola Brooks. I always like Lola Brooks, man, from the start, from her beginning. She been grinding for a minute. But as far as doing things, like I want to do things with classic motherfuckers. Like
So,
I'd love to get a feature with like Nas. I rock.
You wanted to feature with Nas for years now. That was
That's my favorite artist and stuff like that. But you know, like it's a lot of artists that I'm feeling like, but basically on the underground that I'm probably not even thinking about right now.
So are you still interested in getting a major deal, or you feel like what? What's your status on that?
I just go off of how it is. Like I just go off of what I'm doing and how I'm doing. You know, shout out to Peter Santinello. Y'all go check out the documentaries I did. One is at 5 million right now, and the other one is at 4 million, and the other one is at 1 million. And shout out to my boy Cash Vlogger. We did a joint out in Poland. That joint is at 1 million. But I'm just grinding and doing, seeing where it go. And if something come up that makes sense, I'm with it. You know what I mean? I'm all about helping the culture grow and really about to do some things to get these younger artists and really spit game, but still putting out dope music, dope content, dope videos. Y'all go check out my new single, I Love You, that's out right now. The other single I just dropped, Ignorant Shit, that's out right now, produced by Tone Jones. The other joint is produced by my boy DJ B Original. I Love You was shot and directed by TCE Videos. Y'all need to check them out if you want any videos done and all of that. But I Love You is doing real well. It's a classic fire single, so y'all go check that out. It's out on YouTube and all music platforms. But I'm just working to get my just do it, keep elevating and progressing. I love the independent game, but at the end of the day, you want to make your presence and your voice heard worldwide, and I got like a whole plan of doing that. So getting with somebody that's gonna listen and be with your plan, I wouldn't mind that.
That's what I like that answer. So any final things you want to say for this particular segment and part? We got more to come though, but yeah.
BK Cashmere, we got more to come. BK Cashmere, the new album, the masterpiece of the new album. Let me get into it. The new album, The Masterpiece of Taiwan, man. Go check out the 2 first singles that I just told y'all. It's gonna be sick. This is my most personal work.
Nah, we gonna have a couple work on this we gonna see it.
My most personal work. I took my time with it. We got videos I'm talking.
What made you, not to cut you off, but what made you want to take it personal and use your real name? It sound real passionate and deep in this project. What sets the difference from this project from the other projects? Because when I talk to the other project, you'll tell me the same thing. Each project, like, this is it. It's passionate, you know?
None of my projects is the same. You listen.
It's not. It's not.
From the proposal to now, like none of my.
And that's another thing. Like, how do you know? Like, the caterings. Like, you cater. I feel like every other you drop, you cater to that time and that place.
Yeah, I cater to what I'm going through. Like, I don't really like do music unless something hit me. It's something, not to say I don't do music, but as far as giving y'all a project, when I give y'all a project, it's special. Like my last project ain't come out since the end of 22, which was December 24th. We in 23 now, which is probably like a year. The 24th would be a year. So, which dropped December 22, December 24th, 2022. Excuse me.
And another thing, like, why we don't hear no gimmick music from my boy? Like, we don't hear no quick, nothing, none of that.
Oh no, we got y'all used to hearing some clever.
Yeah, you don't hear it.
I got this new single.
Like you came back and you got personal, and it was like you don't play around no more. It's like, yeah, I'm making real music. Fuck y'all. I hear you though.
Yeah, but
where's that shit? We want to hear that shit.
I got that. On this album, The Masterpiece of Taiwan, y'all getting all of that. I got this new single produced by my man Money Mark, my boy Mark. It's called You Dig. Fire for the clubs, fire for the ladies. I'm talking about fire.
Because we want to say, because your chorus game used to be retarded. I don't know where you was going to do these choruses.
Nah, I already know.
Like you be locking yourself in a basement somewhere.
That's exactly what I was doing.
And I hear the chorus, I'm like, this motherfucker, boy.
Yeah. So like, I'm giving y'all all of it. I'm giving y'all all of that, but it's more. That's why it's called the masterpiece of Taiwan, because I'm giving y'all every facet of the art of who I am from then to now. So that's why it's called.
Is it hard to write? Is it hard to get in there and write? I feel I just ask that for the fans. I feel they hard for you, but for the fans, is it hard to go in there and cater these records?
Ask anybody that work with me.
I know already, but for the fans.
I go in there. First of all, either I'm writing at home or if I'm in the studio, I'm not writing at all. So I just think of something, go and keep repeating it, go in the booth and do it. But if I'm right, I come to the studio with the records ready, done, wrapped up. I go in there.
And that's another thing.
I do about 3.
I'm about to say that. Here we go. Like, I was about to say that. Like, I know for a fact. You will go in there, do 3 songs, 3 freestyles, and an intro. Like,
that's why I'm like, I learned from like the Pops and the Bigs and all of that. Like you do the work and you let the engineer clean all of that up. You put your best foot forward, and then you let the engineer do that. So that's how I learn. But I work fast. I get it done. Like I focus on the writing, the passion in the writing, and all of that. And then I go in the booth and put my heart in it and let it go.
Question for the other people that don't know: you still ghostwriter for a lot of people, or we still can't talk about that?
We done man. Like,
you don't gotta say no names, but we ain't gonna do that. Yeah,
trying to go there.
Yeah, you're gonna go there, but it's no, we know you did. I know you did some things. So.
Man, like we.
But I want to throw that out there so people know.
Business-wise,
I just want people to know, like, your pen game is not just for you.
It's not just for me.
Yeah,
it's crazy. That's why I'm getting artists that I'm gonna be, just
like my boy right here. His pen game can write you a movie, a documentary, a TV show, everything. Like,
I got a book.
Like all that. Like, what inspired you to be this writer? Like, cause you fuck the rap, your write game. Like, you a poet. I ain't gonna hold you up.
Yeah.
Like, you write some shit.
I've been a writer since I was like in 2nd grade. My 2nd grade teacher, Miss Allen. Shout out to Miss Allen. Like, she told me, like, you're gonna be a great writer one day. And then it's crazy. I went back to my public school and I went back to her. She was like, see, I told you, like, and I was all on the radio and everything. And she was like, wow, like, I told you was gonna be a great writer. But it's like what you said. It's not. I'm transitioning. Like, after this album, I wanna like work. I got my kids. I want to do shows. I want to like really transition into the next facet of life, because I'm gonna always do music. Music ain't never going. That's a part of me. But like you said, like I could write scripts, I could write movies, I could write books, I could do so much. So you know what I mean? I'm not only one-dimensional talent.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not. I call you dice. I call you the dice. When you throw it, you don't know what number you're gonna get. You don't know what you're gonna get.
I ain't smiling like this for nothing. You feel me? So yeah, definitely.
And we gonna end off with this, cause
what's up?
We gonna go for mental health. Like, how you feel about our black men on their mental health? Because I know you went through a lot in your time, and I feel your mental always stayed at a certain level.
You got it.
Like, cause mental health is real crazy. Like, black men don't know how to talk to each other no more.
And don't not.
In your health, like you're still looking good out here. Like, what's the secret? Like, what's the secret?
Of course, the secret is don't stress yourself out, man. Like, enjoy the good, just like you enjoy the bad. Don't be out here like, something bad happened and then you going crazy. But when everything is all good, you're all right. And number one, what I should have said before, I said that keep God first. Because when you keep God first, He always gonna come in for you. That's like a safety blanket, a safety net.
Yeah, because I noticed, like, no matter what it was, you could have had no money, no matter what it was, your mental, it stayed rich. And I want to know how you keep that, like, on your brokest day, you're the richest man.
I'm rich.
So explain that to people, how that works.
Listen, let me tell you something. Y'all see me like this, and y'all see me all cool, and I'm good, and always stay fly. It's real.
No, you always clean. Always
clean. Always keep some money with me. But I've been through times that the average motherfucker couldn't go through.
And that's what we want to talk about. Like,
You know
how
what I
do
mean?
the
Like,
mental stay?
I just
Like them nights when you be like, we gonna say like this, when you was definitely outside, when you could have got, when you it was shit like that. Like, how did the mental stay on the music? How do you stay a father? Like, how did I maintain and keep that?
That's a
keep
good
that.
Question,
You know,
the average person that have to go through
crumble,
would just crumble. And I'm a keep it 100 with you.
We saw a lot of people crumble. So go ahead,
I seen a lot of people crumble. I seen a lot of people that
fold.
Look at them and I try to uplift them and tell them to keep up and put God first and just stay on course.
We gonna sign it off right here. Cashmere, legendary, all-star, veteran,
What it is, man. BK
humble.
Cashmere everywhere. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Look out for the new album. Go check out the new single. What else I got, man? Got the new clothing line coming out. You know what I mean? Y'all gonna see that. We got the documentary. I got a documentary that's coming out called The Masterpiece of Taiwan. That's coming with the album. We got a lot in store, man. Just keep looking. New videos, new music, new content. A lot of
and I just want to say this.
new content. This is one of them right here with my boy D Cole.
And I just want to say before we get out of here, I just want to say thank you for taking a chance on your boy years ago, Fat Man, coming out of nowhere, and you welcomed me into the fold like I was there for years, and I appreciate that. You showed me the light. You introduced me to stars that I still talk to today. You introduced me to a lot of situations. I always want to give you credit on that, and I was blessed to get to know you and get the progress today to be right here with you. That's why when you call me, I said, nigga, I am there.
Nah, I love it like how you came at me, not that you came at me as a fan, but you came at me like,
No, I came as a fan, we don't keep it clean. I said, nigga, I love your shit. I need some footage. We gotta work, stop playing.
We gotta get your footage, and you was like, you had your own game plan with it, so I'm always trying to help other artists or whatever people that's trying to do what they gotta do. I'm always there.
And we appreciate you, man, and we wish you well.
I'm not one of them artists that's
You're not. You're not. You gave us opportunity, and we love you for that. And we love you for that, and we want to sign off. Brooklyn BK. I'm gonna put all the information on there. It was a pleasure. I'm honored to be here. Thank you.
I love you for real.
Come on. Tell your brother I love you. Tell your sister I love you. Yeah. Tell all your loved ones I love you. Why? Want you to know that I love you. And you, and you, and you. Yeah, I love you.